Okay, so this is a fucking Q&A, right?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have a little queef and angst.
I thought it was quaaludes and assholes.
So, all right, since you guys are so energetic and so over the top thrilled right now, I don't blame you at all.
We have a microphone that we can pass around the crowd for the questions here. You sound like a fucking dirty old prostitute, my guy.
So before that they Q&A us to death, I want to Q&A you guys for a second.
Okay, nice, nice.
So how did everybody feel about last night? Did you enjoy your sermon?
I got a question. I got a really important question. Next year, should there be more blood?
Should there be more bile next year?
You're probably full of bile now, guys.
It was probably hard to decipher, but did you guys enjoy the new shit that you heard last night? Man, I've been waiting to fucking perform that first one.
That last one, from the heart. Shut the fuck up! We'll tell you when we want to be ass things. That last song, though, the Mikey Clark one, the From the Heart, not the last one, the third from last. You guys fuck with that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's some real shit right there. That's like a love letter to you guys, like for real.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know how like the one time a year you buy your mom a card for something, and you're like, I'm gonna make this bitch cry. That's what I was doing when I wrote my shit to you guys. I'm like, I'm gonna make you motherfuckers cry. But the end result is just me sobbing every time I rap it to you guys. That sucks.
I cried, I'm not gonna lie.
I was legitimately emotional after that shit, for real. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I hugged Joe and was like, I fucking love you, dude.
How dare you?
He was emotional. I was thinking it, though.
I love you, pal. You know who I love the most, though? Is all these chums out there ready to ask us questions.
All right, motherfucker, now you may speak.
Thank you. I got a question.
You gotta speak real loud, real
Most of
loud.
us want to know, where's the new audio? If you can get coffee.
Where's the new audio? Are you referencing the Magic Zool bus? Or are you just talking about new music in general? Say it again.
Physical copies.
Physical copies of the Magic Zool bus will be on Zoolmart probably within the next couple weeks.
Woo!
I didn't make it happen. There just wasn't enough time for Camp Zool. We were like, fuck that. We're putting it out anyways. We're not gonna wait on physical copies. All we needed.
Yeah, if we waited on the physical copies, you guys wouldn't have had it at the moment we actually wrote for you to have it, which was leading up to this event. So,
How many of you bumped that record on the way here?
yeah, because that's why we made that.
Fuck yeah, I was thinking the front cover, the image there, how about we do like a giant fucking cutout next year and you guys compose in the back of the bus? Yeah! That'd be cool, right? Yeah! All right, next question. You got anything else? That it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Pass it along.
I want some profound shit though, all right?
Real quick, before this motherfucker right here talks, everybody give it up for Hot Dog. What possibly saved someone's life last night? Genuinely has your best interest at heart and gives a fuck about your well-being, just like we should all care about one another. Hot Dog, you're a fucking man. What's your question?
That was incredibly awkward. Actually, while I have this power, I get to fight a deer on the way here. Can we say "fuck that deer" one time? Fuck that deer! So cool.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
Okay, I just want to do that. What about Gods of Evil Rise? When is that being released?
Gods of Evil Rise. How many of you know that that is the name of the new Mikey Clark record?
So can we please start calling it that?
Well, I guess it's not a Mikey Clark record. It's the Alla Zooey Lou, produced by a Mikey Clark record. It is called Gods of Evil Rise.
Gods of Evil Rise, the era will soon be upon us. We were instructed specifically not to give you a date.
It's like, look, I want to tell him something.
But, no. I don't have to give you a date, and I can still allude to the fact that that bitch is 1001% mixed, mastered, done, ready to be sent to the fucking CD makers who tinker away on the lines like little elves, and then it could be easily boxed to you quickly. So if you use your powers of deduction, I think you'd be able to guess a time frame.
Next weekend.
God damn it, Jack.
What if I read off a list of dates?
Run to the merch
Every
booth
day.
right now!
What?
What if I list off a date, every date between now and infinity? Is it tomorrow? Is
We
it
can tell you this
you
much.
you can nod when I get the date.
I can tell you this much, it will be out this year. For sure. And that record has been done for a long fucking time. For real. Like 2 fucking years almost. But we ran into a lot of bullshit when it comes to contracts and that side of the thing. And we kind of had to say, fuck you, it's the Alla. That's what we did. But we're here. Everything is fucking mixed and mastered. Mastered by a guy that you guys are probably fucking familiar with. He's done a lot of classic records in the underground.
He just got this fucking hand buzzer.
Who wants this? Anyone?
Come on, it's gonna break.
People are like, I would like that though.
Oh, give us a joke.
Let's shake people's hands. But Gods of Evil Rise will be this year. We already have 2 music videos that have been shot for fucking months now. So we're just waiting to unleash that shit on you, and I promise you it's some of our best fucking work to date.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's gonna have a proper rollout. You don't wait 6,000 years to drop a record without having some dope ass visuals behind it, without having the illest fucking merch you've ever seen behind it, without having the illest of all the shit that you can come to expect from LLE behind it. So it's gonna be in your life real soon.
You can also expect a tour to accompany that record.
We're going to your town. We're gonna shit in your Outback Steakhouse because the pilot won't let us use it anymore.
Who's next? Who's got the
I
mic?
do that every week.
Right here, the legendary Fats King. Watch out in the pit now.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fats King. Fats, you have a question? What's your question, son?
First, let's see if I can get to this puberty aspect. So, okay.
Oh my God, what's your question? Coffee talk with Fast King.
So the question, the group project, Lost Lake Estates is what the album was called. Does it have a name for the actual group, or is it going to continue to be called Lost Lake Estates? What is that? How's that going forward?
That's an interesting question, and it's one that we actually talk about in
I got
house.
fast.
Yeah, like we've actually discussed that. Like, where does the evolution of that group come from? Like, do those characters survive outside of that universe of that first record, or do we like rebrand them and bring them back into some sort of other fashion? And I think Bill, you can give them a couple of cool nuggets about that next project.
We have the concept. We have the name for it. It's going to be called Long Lasting Erection. It's going to be the hardest shit you've ever heard.
But it's not very long. But hey, it's really dope. The 5 minutes that it lasts is really good. He shuts up.
No, but I think every project that we do concerning Long Live Evil as a collective, I would like to give it a different spin every record, but we have an idea already on how to combine them all and give it more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just stay tuned, you'll find out.
Does the collective have an actual name, or will it just be Long Live Evil?
It will have a different name.
We're always Long Live Evil, but you know, like, we always figure a way to let the dinosaurs out of Jurassic Park somehow. That makes no sense.
But what we want to do with the Long Live Evil projects is keep each one different, unique to itself, but they all exist in the same universe.
Yeah, we could be robots one time.
Oh, all right.
Oh shit, are you nervous? Hello? Where's everybody say, you're nervous?
Fuck y'all, hold on. So, aside from the big names like ICP, Twisted, stuff like that, what are the old school horrorcore and like wicked shit artists that you used to listen to that you got inspiration from to do what you do now?
Please let me start this.
let me say one real quick. One of my biggest influences in Joe's coming up was a group called LU Cypher. They fucking hate us.
I want to say this out loud.
Fuck yeah. That makes me so happy, man. For real.
Do not ever talk over Lee Carver again.
I love you, man. I'm sorry.
I'm joking. Go ahead. Keep going. Come on, you had something to say?
I was just saying, LU Cypher is one of my favorite acts from back in the day. I used to listen to them back when like Witch's Bible came out. That's my fucking shit. I love Hex and R.I.P. Cyanide. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
R.I.P. Fun fact, Psycho actually had a verse from Hex in the song, but we ended up scrapping that song. Go ahead. Who's some of your biggest influences, Mr. Carter?
I can't say it enough because I absolutely love these motherfuckers, and I think the contribution to the genre kind of goes overlooked a little bit. One of my favorites growing up forever will be Half-Breed.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Express, bro. They were fucking, it was fucking, I love that shit. And
That's probably your biggest influence when it comes to this scene.
absolutely, one of my favorites, specifically ROC. I think it's overlooked. His contribution to the genre.
Very underrated.
In my opinion, ROC was the strongest member of House of Crazies. And
It's
then
interesting to debate.
the things that he went on to do after that, a lot. I know it wasn't as popular as Twisted became, but I used to bump some.
Especially the production, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hell yeah, bro.
So a couple of the other influences I had growing up, a big one was Insane Poetry.
Yeah.
Last
Also,
Plague is a fucking phenomenal record. It listened to me when I was younger.
it's hard to. I wish I had a copy of it still.
Oh, wait, we're not having a conversation, you're asking us questions. I'm sorry. Okay, Joe, who you got?
I don't really listen to a lot of music. I read a lot of books.
Huge shout out to the Flatliners. USA, Under Satan's Authority is one of the most iconic records ever. And fun fact, Long Live Evil actually stems from that album. Listening to the song Live Evil, I was listening, I'm like, man, that would be shit, Long Live Evil. That's how it happened. Someone else I want to fucking give a massive motherfucking shout out thanks to is the motherfucking one and only Low Key. You guys need to pester the fuck out of Low Key so we can bring him here to Queens. Try. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm doing VR chats.
I'll start.
Show up at camp this year. All because performer thing, they had their dog caster.
Yeah.
Black reporter.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yo,
Low Key's a fucking giant influence though. Like we probably would not be here doing what we're doing if it wasn't for him. Triple Rain, fucking 7SE, all that shit.
Lowe's the only person from back in the days that I listened to now. He's the only one.
Another fucking really weird group that we listened to growing up, you know, we're from the Midwest, there's nothing to do but fucking kill people, jack off. So, Six
And
Side.
video games.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a group out of Indiana called Six Side from back in the day. They were a very big influence for me.
Not on me.
Joe wasn't a big fan, but for me, yeah.
We're all big horrorcore.com kids, man. We're just talking like, we can pretty much name like the whole early pioneers of the genre. Speaking of which, Shy One performed.
Shy One, Nasty, he's about to throw down some
I mean,
Pumped a lot of nasty back in the days.
I think that that's one important part of Zooligan culture you guys shouldn't forget is like, there's so much fucking dope shit. Don't alienate yourselves from the rest of the world. Okay?
Next question, where you at?
If anybody who hasn't listened to LU Cypher, I strongly recommend it. They have their music on Spotify now.
He is how you start, Bob.
Yeah, holy shit, is that you, Lex? What the fuck?
Hey, what's up, Lou?
It's on.
Okay, so aside from all the questions and answers, at the end of the day, are we still gonna have like a family photo?
Yeah, right, after the SON Q&A, right after this, we're doing a family portrait.
Right.
It's a painting, though.
Okay, I'm down for whatever.
It's gonna take a minute. We're gonna have to hold still for a while.
You have to paint us like French women.
Like French women? Challenge? Yeah, that's a challenge. I'll take it.
Next question, who's got some? Dude, put his hand up like, bring me the fucking mic, bitch.
Not moving.
I stand fucking. Since you mentioned you're a book guy, Joe, I mean, read anything good lately? Or
Said
any favorites?
we're
Any
book
favorites?
guys?
No, I was joking. I'm an audiobook guy. My eyeballs can't, like, they don't work with little words in books, so I'm an audible guy. But yeah, I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
The only thing I read is subtitles on porn.
I'll give you a book tidbit though. I'll give you a little literature tidbit because I do love my literature. I will say that I'm heavily inspired by Pet Cemetery, the novel, for some reason. Is like something that constantly inspires me. It's fucking terrifying, actually. The book. I'm not saying the movie's that scary, which it kind of still fucking.
He loves the remake.
I did love the remake, actually. I don't care. I'm tired of pretending that I don't.
Check out Blood Meridian. I recommend that.
Will do. Thank you.
Check out the Diary of Hot Dog Burrows. It's a great read.
Yes. Check out the Choose Your Own Adventure Hot Dog and the Riverboat Ransom. Available at all Scholastic publishing places now.
I see Mr. Spawn has the microphone. You were fucking terrified during the VIP last night.
Mike gave me the fuel.
He was like, "You're really enjoying this, aren't you, Bill?"
Yeah, you're like, yes, I am.
He's like, stop looking me in the eye.
All right, go ahead.
I know that you guys are typically just focusing on Long Live Evil, like just the groups, you, Super Fun Time, SON. Is there anybody still you would like to work with in the future, whether it's just, guest versus anything like that you haven't gotten to yet?
Yeah, there's a ton of people we want to work with. As far as bringing other acts onto Long Live Evil, not right now, but not saying it won't happen in the future. Anytime in the near future, no, definitely not. But we have ideas for side projects with other people, other artists who aren't on Long Live Evil. We have an idea for like this giant collected record, which would be like fucking 10 MCs on a record. Not all of them on Long Live Evil. There's tons of people we want to work with. As far as artists on the label, not now.
I honestly, not to top ourselves off, but I think what we have right now is absolutely fucking perfect. Like, there's just a pure, like a balance, like something for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
What we have isn't the most giant thing in the world, but it's the most genuine.
Like, I can't bring in somebody right now and be like, this guy is scarier than SON! You know what I'm saying? Like, what we have right now locked in is perfect, in my opinion. It'd have to take some dope fucking shit for real.
I'm a firm fucking believer that our collective can't be fucked with. When we're all on our game and we're fucking in that fucking zone, we can't be touched. There's nothing like it. The chemistry that we share, and you know what's really fucking cool about us, about our label? We all actually like one another. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, hey Joe, go to the studio and record your parts and I'll come in a week later and put mine down. No, we're sitting there together recording this shit. I think that shows, like, you guys can tell that. I think. These are my actual fucking friends. I care about these people just like we care about y'all. So,
yeah. He can hit me with the air horn when I'm sleeping because I'm sleeping on the couch behind him while he's twirling away at a song.
That's real shit. Like, that really happened. Multiple times.
Every time I use the air horn at Killer Clowns, I think about that, dude. Every time.
I literally scared one of my friends the other day so bad he tapped his crotch and was like, "Oh, I pissed myself. I gotta go clean up."
You're a citizen.
It's like the end of Funeral where I scared Jacob. He was literally in the booth. I go in the church. He's in the booth recording. He doesn't hear me. He's got the headphones on. I'm like, "Oh, he's in there." I creep in the booth. I'm like, "Okay, he's at the end of his take." I'm not gonna fuck his take up. You know what I'm saying? Get right up behind him, right at the end of it. That shit's real though. That's a real fucking thing on that record.
Yeah, I know someone thought it was me that got scared. I've seen in the comments all day.
Look, let me tell you one thing about Joe Black. I've scared pretty much everybody that I'm fucking friends with. It's my thing. I love to jump around corners. Woo, got you. Joe Black does not get scared.
I don't have enough common sense to trigger the fear thing in my brain. I don't have fight or flight.
I have seen him get scared one time, and it was when we were trying to give him a glass of water. It was like somebody with rabies trying to drink water. Have you ever seen that?
I hate things with no flavor, and I hate birds.
I'm actually recalling one more time that Joe Black was scared. It's when we performed at the Gathering one year and you took your shirt off.
Yes, that is true. That's what
I didn't know he listed a basket. I was fucking shocked.
Just know that I took my shirt off here last night as well. You weren't here to see it. So.
It's actually the inspiration for the song Belial.
Yeah.
It's not so much the shape of my body, it's my nipples, man. They're thick as fuck.
Dude, this motherfucker is hard belly, dude. You think he'd be fucking doing
I've been
sit-ups or
working
something?
out, you know what I'm saying?
I swear to God, you crack eggs on this motherfucker's belly.
He's strong, man, fat.
All right, next question. How much time we got? Eric! How much time we got? Next question.
All right, Billy, I'm a big fan of your production. I was wondering, did you start making beats or did you start rapping first?
I started rapping a long fucking time ago before I ever thought about making beats.
I burst into his house when he was a young man, and I was like, you're gonna rap.
Dude's only been making beats for like a year, right?
It's been a couple years now. A friend of mine came down and he's like, dude, you should really start fucking with beats. And he bought me a fucking MIDI controller, keyboard, and shit. And he's like, dude, this is how you do it. He showed me a few things and then I ran with it. But I really appreciate you saying that, man. There's tons more production on the way. Speaking of more new production on the way, SON's got a long-awaited fucking Long Live Evil debut, right? I produced 80% of it, 90% of it, I think. But yeah, much more of that on the way. And, you know, this might be a good time to mention that,
Yes.
that I'm producing a record for this guy right here. And,
Yeah, dude, check this shit out, dude. I got this dope idea for a fucking Leaf Carter solo album, but Bill's doing all the production for it. Woo! But, yeah.
I mean, if you want to show them yours, maybe I'll show them mine.
That's what I'm saying.
So in the meantime, we've had a lot of downtime between working on bullshit and getting through bullshit. I myself have a solo record completely finished, recorded right now.
I listened to it. It's really fucking good. I was like, dude, that's really fucking good.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. I sent it to you and you listened to it. You're like, yeah, man, shit, I meant to tell you what I thought about it. You're like, Bill, it turned out way fucking better than I could have ever anticipated. And I was like, damn, is that a fucking compliment or a dig? It's a really personal record, though. For real, I've had a lot of shit in my life that I've dealt with the past couple of years. It's all over with, but a lot of that fucking emotion and pain that I felt went into that record. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But we're not putting out solo records until we get a lot more Zool shit in your ears.
Yeah, these are in the chamber, and like they're gonna gestate for a while. You're not gonna see them anytime soon. But we did want to put it in the hemisphere, you know what I'm saying?
I'm hella fucking excited to fucking produce this guy's whole record. We're already fucking in the trenches. We got quite a good start on it. It's gonna be like House of a Thousand Corpses meets Lee Carver.
Bro, the first track on the album is called Severed Pig's Head. So, I mean, I like for as heartfelt and dope as this shit, that's why I said that, because it would be easy for Billy to put out a solo record that's like murder, guts, blood, you know.
There's plenty of that though, don't worry.
See, I was like, I want to fucking turn that shit to 12, dude. I want to be as vulgar and disgusting as I can be. So, you know.
I want to speak to you guys that have mental issues just like me, because I know we're all fucked up in the head, right? I know we've all been hurt by a human being at one point in time. You guys enjoy my record if you're in that state of mind. And Joe Black, maybe one day, if you guys chant loud enough, he'll make a solo record too.
I've been working on it silently for a long time now, actually.
It's true. You guys are supposed to chant.
Joe Black!
Chant what, though?
Joe!
All of a sudden, he just starts to pull it and his pivots and all sealed and shit.
You already know what it is. It's nothing like, it's not going to be nothing like mysterious or nothing. You pretty much already know what it's going to be.
He's got a tentative title for it that's really fucking awesome. Like, we're not gonna tell you the names of the records yet, but just know there's tons of music on the way, and like my solo's done, and I was thinking, do I put it out now? I don't think that's the right look, you know what I mean? I don't want people to be like, what's going on? Bullshit needs to come out first, because first and foremost, that's where my motherfucking heart is and always will be. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Next question. What we got?
Well, first of all, fucking sick ass set last night, you guys.
Thank you.
No, you guys did that.
Second,
What is the what's your situation with M&E? Are you guys planning on sticking there, or are you gonna take like Alla and go completely independent with it?
Well, I mean, we can tell you this much: Gods of Evil Rise will be an M&E Long Live Evil release. After that, who knows what's gonna happen? You never know. Expect the unexpected. Didn't a cool wrestler say that one day? Go with that. Expect the unexpected.
But it does seem to be like in this day and age, like back when we were first, like getting in the game, it was all about getting a record deal when we were younger and shit. But it seems to be like the world moving towards like people wanting to be more independent. You know what I mean? It seems like everybody, all the big rappers are like leaving their labels and just starting their own shit nowadays.
Right. And it's funny, a lot of rappers who are on labels, they literally just suck the tits of the people who are above them. You know what I'm saying? We've never done that. We've always been DIY. Every record that we've ever made, whether it's on M&E or Long Live Evil, we've been hands-on with it. I've sat there and recorded the whole motherfucking thing, engineered the whole fucking thing. We wrote it. Nobody gave us beats, gave us concepts, told us what to do, told us what not to do. It's all been us the whole time. So as long as we're here, doesn't matter what fucking acronym is on it. Doesn't fucking matter as long as it's AAC. Next question.
So when you guys went from the 2.0 masks, why was the 2.1 not the 3.0?
Okay, well, I feel like the 2.1 is close enough to the 2.0, and honestly, I did that way throughout the future we could be like, hey, here's a 2.2, here's a 2.3. But we'll keep it moving up the line, but maybe there'll be different variations. We'll go back and revisit the 2.0, retool it, make it look a little bit different, that type of shit.
Yeah, we're gonna do a -7 where it has a powdered wing staple to it. It's the colonial settler forever face.
It's the George Washington.
It's the Washingtonians.
Joe's already got a set.
I got some fucking candle wax teeth, man. This shit sucks.
You got some candle box teeth.
You fucking look great. Nobody can tell that you're fucking dyed red right now because the lights are red.
Sand clock.
Telling you, man, I'm part of the beats for the Doug Funny Show. Remember that shit? Killer tofu, motherfucker.
It's part of the beat tools. Sorry.
That was a good one.
Dad joke, bye. Next question. Who's got one?
Something profound.
Oh, shit. It's a boo-boo. Hello? Excuse me? Hello? I can't hear you. You gotta talk into the microphone with this. What's your question? I can't hear.
I'm sorry, it's because I talked.
Sorry, I assumed you
No,
took
go
it.
ahead, ask your question.
So obviously, others.
What was the, no.
Try this.
No, for real, this time, for real.
Hi.
Joe, what do you think about the weather outside?
Like a lot more today than yesterday.
So your inspiration, not as for your mask in general. Everyone likes to paint the face, and you decided to come up with the forever face. What was your inspiration to come up with that in the first place?
There's a couple things. We're very ugly in our human form, and when you wear a mask and you stare at people, it's not as uncomfortable for like human interaction and stuff. And secondly, big fans of Slipknot. Third, big fans of Low-Key. Fourth, big fans of
Wrestling. All the favorite wrestlers always wore masks growing up. It's been a part of my life since I was a little young man.
and probably the biggest influence of all them when I was fucking like 8 years old. I don't know how the fuck, I was in like Bible study. Because I was raised Catholic, right? I went to church and shit. I was in Bible study, and the motherfucker running it played Texas Chainsaw Massacre for all the kids there. And I remember being fucking just scared to death, bro.
It's a Bible story.
Real shit. And I look back, I'm like, did I get raped? I'm like, that's kind of fucking weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I got raped.
Isn't it weird how we all have to have that moment where we like have to reach back in time? Say, did I get that?
Is that what's wrong with me? Did I get raped in fucking Bible study? I don't think so, though.
Were
My
we
butt
just
works
wrestling?
fine. Next question.
I'm on the Texas street team, and as a street team member, I was just curious if there's any tips or things you could say for us to do that would maximize the amount of exposure that we can.
I think the best thing to do, you get completely naked, you put a mask over your crotch. Okay?
Okay.
You make weird noises and just mumble longliveevil.com. That's probably the best way to go about it.
And if I get arrested doing that,
we will not pay for bail. We're not getting you out, nothing like that. But you can think about what you've done while you're there.
We will shout you out.
Definitely. We'll give you a free ticket to like the Speedway or something.
We will actually call the police on you.
Oh, dude, I got it. I got a fucking free big gulp coupon. I'll give you that.
There's a man spreading satanic propaganda outside of the Speedway.
How many of you in here are on the street team? We love you. You guys are so fucking important in what we're doing, for real. You have to. I know a lot of people in this scene are like, oh, they're on that side of the fence or this side of the fence. You know what? I don't give a fuck about no fence.
How the fuck are we still doing that?
What I want to do is just burn the whole motherfucker down and then rebuild it correctly.
And spill the ashes.
Where we can fucking respect one another and people don't look at us like a fucking stain on the earth and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all old school juggalos and shit. I got that shit tattooed on me to this day. And I always will. It's a special place in my fucking heart. But there's certain things in the scene that I don't agree with, that we don't agree with. And we want the best for you motherfuckers because we genuinely care. I'm not looking at you right now and I don't see a fucking dollar bill, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see a fucking motherfucker that maybe needs inspiration or maybe needs somewhere to belong. I want to be that. We want to be that for you guys. We want to inspire you. If you have a fucking dream, you believe in something, if you work hard enough, if you fucking, the main fucking thing, bro, if you guys believe in yourselves, other people will too. So I hope that if, no matter what you take from any of all this shit, I hope you're inspired.
Well, I think that you guys, in my opinion, sort of revitalized the scene in a way that brought me back to it because I was sort of like jaded by some of the things that were happening and the way people were treating each other and things. And when the Almighty came out, I feel like a lot of that changed from you guys' side. You know what I mean? I don't know if I said that correctly, but
no, I get what you're saying, and I think we resonate with people like yourself because we are one. Like, we literally have walked the same path, you know what I'm saying? We've stopped the same trails in life. What's that, Joe?
We suffer in similar ways that creates unity, bonds.
Exactly.
So, since I still have the mic, if I could, the only other thing I would like to ask, and I promise I won't ask any more questions.
You promise?
From the, after the addition of Lee Carver into the group, there was sort of, in my opinion, a distinct change in the way you guys sort of described the lore behind the group. Was that something that was premeditated and done intentionally, or was that just naturally like the progression?
Premeditated as fuck.
Joe has always been a very lore motherfucker since the get.
My mom should have made me Lord.
I'm more of like, I just want to fucking get in the studio and make shit that makes you want to move and makes you feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like worried about, oh, well, if we fucking stepped into church last time, that means we gotta fucking polish off the pews next one, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the opposite, I love continuity.
So Joe's always been on that vibe, but then Lee entered the fold and he's super on that vibe too, and these two fucking nerd out all the time. Like, oh man, track 2 is gonna go into track 3 and it's gonna make sense with track 7, and then track 7 is gonna loop back to 4, and if you listen to that, the bonus track's gonna make sense. It's reversed though. I just want to make a dope shit that makes you feel.
I got a backstory for my fucking toothbrush.
I got a backstory for my fucking toothache.
It's my voice.
All three of the elements that we bring to like that kind of shit, they stick together perfectly. Like they're elements that they're just perfect for each other.
I think that's why we fucking work so well together though. These guys are so like concerned with making sure everything lines up, and I'm just like,
get it there.
But I must say that that's one of my favorite things about you guys as a group is that element of it, and then sort of the storytelling and the overall themes and things like that are like sort of, you could call, I guess, concept albums in a sense. Like Mausoleum, for example, where it kind of has a general vibe and the same producer throughout and all of that.
Right, right. Yeah, we had a Head of Horns. Originally, we had ideas. It was going to be, what was it? Head of Horns.
Word of Darkness, Hand of Death.
Yeah, and then we had another one called Body of Christ. So it's going to be like that kind of vibe. And then, yeah, everything kind of thematically goes together in the same universe if you pay attention. Necronomicon, Psycho 1 is like our territory where we come from. How many of you know that Psycho means Scioto County? Woo! I couldn't believe there's still people that don't fucking know that.
Yeah. I do want to say this, since you're such a lover of the lore, I will give all of you in attendance a little tidbit nugget. The next record, God's Be Will Rise, takes place thematically right after Mausoleum. So if you really pay attention when the record starts, you really see the connection.
The Almighty, you could say that's the higher power. That's God, that's the devil.
I always kind of saw it as us three coming together for the first time, like becoming one.
Yeah, it's open for interpretation. Mausoleum, you know, that's the place you go when you die. You know, saying Church Azul, that's where we reside. Necronomicon's what we're smoking. Where's the church at? Oh shit, Psycho. Head of Horns, right? That's your fucking sins, your impure thoughts poking out your fucking head.
The Zooverse has infinite potential!
It all makes sense though if you really think about it and you bullshit enough.
That's right.
Next question.
So I know that in the past you said that you wouldn't do this in particular, but I think it's a disservice that we haven't gotten some of the older, like Head of Horns or Psycho tracks that don't have Lee on them. Hearing songs like Soul My Soul, Lee's verse is fucking incredible. Is there any chance that we might get some studio versions of like, re-laced tracks adding Lee into the fold?
Maybe a few here and there. That Soul My Soul joint, he recorded that right around Almighty era when he joined. That's been there for a minute.
Yeah, we literally recorded that just so I wasn't a backup dancer for half an hour. Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to be like something, guys. They're like, be the fucking Macarena in the back, Fanny.
And we've definitely talked about having Lee go visit the old records and drop some verses on it and shit. But just because those records are so fucking old to us at this point, like, I don't want 2024 Lee Carver spitting over.
It's unfair.
It's not cool, man.
Yeah, it's like that guy knows about COVID and the electric car.
But you know, we'll sprinkle him in here and there.
I think it'd be cool. One idea just came up the top of my head. You saying this, like maybe you guys could like vote for one or two for like performance sake, like not putting it out on wax, not let that shit leak like an old Grateful Dead tape or something. I don't know.
Or shit, maybe we put out singles or something. We just drop a song here and there or whatever the fuck. But that could be cool. Maybe we'll do that for TNT or something. In a roll.
It also feels weird for me a little bit, honestly, because it's like trying on my brother's clothes. It's like, this is their shit. I mean, there's a reason why things happen, why they happen. You know what I mean?
And you know what really pisses me off? No one's ever like, when are you and Joe gonna rap on a Knox album?
That's fucking garbage.
But yeah, I mean, you know,
the Billy O'Brien Massacre mask.
The old stuff is served its purpose, right? It's there forever, ingrained in time.
Feels like
going out the future.
To me in a little bit.
Next question.
So if you guys weren't doing music, what is your dream
Put that
career?
mic a little bit closer. I can't hear you.
So if you guys were not doing music, what would you want to do in your main career?
She said, what's your favorite flavor of buttermilk?
Buttermilk?
If you were not doing music, what would be the profession you would want to do?
Oh, dude, I used to inspect aerospace parts. That's true. I didn't just pull that out of my ass.
If it wasn't for music, what profession would I want to do?
a race car driver or a cowboy?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with male stripper.
I always wanted to be a priest or a cop, but somehow that didn't work
You
out.
want to be a cop?
Yeah, or a detective.
Private eye. He's got one good eye and
Yeah.
shit.
Private seeing eye.
No, I don't know. I mean, really, I found music at a very young age, so there's not much else I'm super passionate about. I like collectibles and shit. I'd probably run a toy store or something like that.
I really miss selling weed.
Dude, you totally would be like a brick and mortar toy store kind of like, man, the owner of this shop's a dick. Like, you just walk in there, I'm like, do you have the latest Star Wars? He's like, ah!
We don't sell Star
It's in my
Wars,
collection.
you fucking nerd. They'd be like needful things, dude.
I would probably do something in film. If I never found like the underground or horrorcore music, I'd probably just be this pretentious fucking film school kid. And I just think, I'm going to direct the next Wes Anderson movie.
That's a weird way of saying you would direct guy-on-guy porn.
Kaiju porn!
That'd be fucking crazy. Hey,
Dude, did I just make is that?
have you guys ever seen?
On Pornhub categories.
Have you guys ever seen? I think it's called Big Kaiju Wrestling. It's where they like dress up like monsters and they put buildings in the ring and shit. I so fucking desperately want to have that here one day. I think that would be fucking amazing.
And we can't stress it enough. We've tried to have wrestling here every year. Something always ends up happening. But it looks like we got that shit ironed out. So you can pretty much expect Camp 5 to be some body slams and elbow drops.
Next question, what we got here?
So whether it's the business side or the performing side, what is the hardest thing you all have to do and what comes natural?
What is the hardest thing we have to do? I didn't catch the end of that.
And what comes natural? Like the
What is
easiest.
the hardest thing we have to do and what comes the easiest? What's the most natural?
I'm gonna be dead ass honest. For some reason, I love every part of the creative process of what we do, except for making music videos. I don't know why. It's like it makes me
because it hits 10 o'clock.
Well, plus it never fails. We're always like doing a fucking video like covered in shit. It's fucking 4:30 in the morning, but I'm gonna do that shit because it's what we gotta fucking do.
I think the easiest part of it for me, like when we're on and we're in the studio and we're vibing and all that, when we make the music, like it just comes fucking so naturally. We throw shit in the air, we kick it around a little bit, and then it's theirs. What's the most difficult? Fucking working with Joe Black. By fucking far.
Same for me, working with Joe Black. I like to write, I like to build song concepts, and I like to add continuity to lore, and that's pretty much all I like. Everything else is very taxing on me.
So what's something that's very difficult for you to do?
Performing. It's the most fun. It's like the most fun I have doing this shit, but I always gotta pay a heavy tax for like the next week. I'm all hunched over. Alyssa's gotta drag me around the house in a wagon and shit. It sucks.
Name another motherfucking rap group that would fucking suffer out in the field to give you a really cool photo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the VIP shit, I know I'm rambling now, but the VIP shit we did, nobody's fucking with that. There's nothing like that around, like, I don't know, if you find something,
But also, I want to say this too, like, nobody's fucking with that experience that my brothers and we've crafted, but also nobody has the fucking core base that's like, yeah, bury us a fucking live at 3 o'clock in the morning. Throw dirt in my mouth. He's like, you sure about this? They're like, fuck yeah, bitch.
How many of you did the VIP last night? Have you ever done a VIP like that? It's because we genuinely give a fuck. And once we have motherfuckers to help us, we can make things like that even bigger and better. But we do that because we want you to truly have an experience unlike anything that you have at other concerts or festivals or whatever.
You're all sick.
You're You're in trouble now. One of them had a bunch of spiders in them, so I just saw you itching your arm.
Also, I want to tell this story real quick. Zipper, I didn't feel as comfortable with Zipper getting in the casket, so I said, let you bury me. She took the whole fucking shovel of dirt, coaxed by Joe nonetheless. He did this shit. And that shit went vertically straight under my mask, into my nasal passages, into my esophagus. This is the first time I ate dirt, but I mean, it was for a good cause, because it made Zipper laugh really fucking heavy.
All right, I think we got time for 2 more questions.
You alluded at the TNT last night that it was changing, the name was changing, and you were going to tell us that. So,
What you say?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I thought I'd get away with this. All right, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
The fucking truth? We don't know what we are calling it. We haven't decided yet. We have some ideas, okay? We haven't decided yet. But I can tell you that we will return on the internet, YouTube airwaves in August, right? I know it's a little bit away. But when we come back, I want this to be different. I want it to be special. We're going to do a little bit different formula. We're going to pre-record skits, funny things like that, conversations, behind-the-scenes stuff, and it'll be kind of interwoven in between the live stuff. We're going to try to segment it out more.
Real quick, I want to ask you guys a real quick question. Would you guys listen to an audio-only version of us, just no format, just bullshit coffee table, round table?
Okay, now, I want to hear by a show of fucking cheers. Would you rather have audio or video? Audio. Woo! Or video?
But why not both?
Okay, both. So maybe take the audio and just upload it. Or just do it at work or whatever type thing. Spotify. Okay, noted. You got it.
Because you can't always watch the video. Maybe you're your work doing shit. You want to just listen to it, maybe watch it later, you know. But I honestly think some of the funniest shit we've ever done is stuff you guys have never even heard. Because it's honestly just organic, the shit that we do when we're in the studio, just like hanging out together.
That's true. We've sat around the studio chiefing and shit and just bullshitting talk. We're like, man, we should really record this right now and just put it out. But yeah, that was very well said, man. That's excellent. That's the reason I shave your back.
It's glistening right now, man. You should see it. Sparkling like fucking Eddie Cohen.
He's got a nice back. One more question.
How did you meet each other?
How did we meet each other? Joe, you want to take that?
Billy randomly showed up at my house when he was like 14, knocked on my door. He was like, hey, I heard you sell weed. I was like, yeah, I do. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh shit, I'm out. We got to go down the street and grab one. We go into this house. I didn't realize at the time, but I do know now that I was smelling crack cocaine. And I go in there and I buy a painter joint for $5. Like it was back in the day.
That's my neighbor.
And that's how we met though. And he pretty much corrupted my whole entire existence and everything. So I owe him a lot and also fuck him a lot. We met Lee Carver. We were both on a similar path in life with the rapping. We were meeting up at shows. We were showing each other love. Damn, like your merch shit, your shit's looking dope. Started talking more. He's like, man, my favorite zombie movie of all time is Return of the Living Dead. I'm like, mine too. Mine too. He's like, my favorite movie of all time though is Evil Dead 2. And I'm like, bro, same here.
We started finishing each other's sentences shortly after that. It got real fucking weird.
It was Father's Day too. I'm pretty sure that day when we met in the dojo.
Yeah, it was at the dojo in Columbus.
Yeah, we all have one daughter.
Weird. Yeah, that's it was the one time Joe said something nice to me. He was like, you're a good rapper. And I was like, you are too.
Nah, Bill told me about you a long time before though. Like Bill was spotting you out. He had his eye on you. Because I don't listen to music that much, like I said. Bill told me.
That's a hard problem if I've ever seen one. We need to get him in here.
But I specifically remember you telling me to keep your eyes on this dude, the pighead guy. And I did. And I was like, God damn, let's recruit him.
The original idea for Zool was to be like a hip hop Slipknot, Wu-Tang, like a DJ, a screamer, a singer, just, we live in Portsmouth, Ohio, so the talent pool is kind of dry, you know what I'm saying? And we met this motherfucker, and we became the unholy trinity, and now I can see it no other way. Very thankful for this guy, very thankful for this guy. These are my fucking brothers. I really care about this shit. I care about you guys. I care about everything going on here. Really fucking appreciate you motherfuckers. They're like, yo, we gotta leave. We gotta go.
Oh, but before we go, it was like, me and Bill were talking, we were like, man, do we ask him? Do we wait for him to ask us? We know he likes us. It was like, we're like too scared to ask each other to the dance.
And that conversation took place at the upstairs of the Thompson House in Kentucky.
Yeah, it was a show called the Axing You Back Show. He was on it, we were on it, and literally we were both thinking the same thing. Me and Joe were like, man, we should see if he wants to fucking do something together. And he's thinking, man, we should see if they want to do something together. And our boy at the time was like the middleman. He's like, I'm tired of hearing you guys talk about it. I'm just gonna go say something. And he did, and then that was the night.
I was like, yes, 1,000% yes! I'm yours, boys, take me!
Here we are.
And now we're here, we have prayer candles for sale down at the Emporium. Zooligans!
We love you! Let's take Zool fucking 4 off with a great fucking bang. I love how we gave everybody a showcase. Fun Time destroyed it fucking Friday night. We fucking left this bitch a crater last night. SON in the Hive are gonna level this motherfucker. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Then we're gonna send you home with some long live evil shit. Can I see your horns one time before we get out of here? Such a beautiful fucking sight. Appreciate you motherfuckers. Zooligans for life.